The Bullets lead the Sonics, and the Sonics are within one victory of a world championship. As the Bullets do not convert a free throw, Seattle does not miss, and the Sonics hit a blistering 53% from the field. Jack Sikma now with 13 rebounds and 2 block shots. He's only 3 of 10 from the field, but he's holding his own against West underneath. Short, and it comes off to Dan.
Brent, one statistic we haven't talked about a lot right now, 37-28 in favor of the Sonics on the rebounds. That's really incredible. They've done a great job on the boards. The first half, 15 offensive boards. That kept them in the game.
Right there, Wes Unseld back in the lineup. He's pretty well rested now. He had about 3 minutes over there.
Sikma's pass quickly to Brown, and here's Silas busting down on the right side. 69-68.
Mata took a little chance, and he put Bobby D and Wes on the bench to rest. They had an 8-point lead. They lost 5 of that when those substitutes were in there. It was costly.
Dandridge now operating at guard. Hayes, Ballard, and Unseld are up front. So they open the money period with Dandridge playing guard. Loose ball foul underneath. Charles Johnson was back there dueling for it, and he picked up the personal.
Dandridge got the shot he wanted, but when it wouldn't go, they pick up the foul on the rebound play.
The Sonics have not led all game long, and now they shoot for the lead. Downtown, off to the side, and Unseld. Quickly now to CJ. Sonics drop back on defense. Sikma comes out to Unseld. West gets it back from the top of the circle. Too much spin, and Silas to the rebound, and the Sonics with a second chance now to go ahead. Freddie Brown, Dennis Johnson, Jack Sikma, Paul Silas, and John Johnson on the floor for Lenny Wilkins. JJ comes out. Brown maneuvers. 8 on the shot clock. 7 hanger. Seattle leads for the first time.
Freddie's like a pitcher in baseball. He's got so much junk, you never know what's coming up. He can put it in the hole.
10 minutes. Lenny Wilkins kneeling. Les Habeger standing. One hand to Elvin. Out of the double team. E tapped up by Ballard. West. Jack Sikma yanks down the rebound, and here is John Johnson.
Again, that's an easy shot that they missed. Dandridge missed a moment ago when the quarter started, and that time E really missed what should have been an easy shot for him.
Jack Sikma. JJ was open, knocked away by Ballard with a quick hand.
There's Freddie Brown a moment ago, that leap and leaner shot. He actually wanted to pass the ball. CJ backed up and he leaped in and banked it right off the glass softly. Nice touch.
Dennis gets it back from Sikma. Hayes, and Silas was behind him. Silas fouled him, and that is number 5 on veteran Paul Silas.
There's the rebound. Paul, call for going over the back. He didn't like the call.
In this game, Washington started out with a 30-point quarter, cooled off to 21, and then dropped to an 18. The Sonics have climbed 19, 24, 23. Here comes Freddie, and there's a foul call.
They're going to call that foul on Dandridge, and he had it looked like he would have to pass to the ball, and Brown knocked it away from him as they bumped bodies. Unusual call.
No backcourt foul.
That's because the ball was in front of Fred in the front court, even though the foul occurred in the back court.
No control as they both were going for it, so it'll be Seattle basketball.
70-69. The Sonics lead the Bullets. 9 minutes and 20 seconds. Silas moved it to Shelton. Ballard and Hayes came right through the line, and there was a foul against Greg Ballard.
There's the ball knocked away. Dandridge right behind. Right here's the foul as he tried to hold up Freddie Brown, who would have had the ball and gone for that layup that did not count.
Freddie Brown off the bench is 5 of 8.
And Bert, that's 3 quick team fouls now on the Bullets with 9:16 to go. Only 1 on the Sonics. That could be pivotal when you get down to the end.
Shelton sets the screen. Hayes switches out on Freddie. Sikma sends it back to him. Jack put it down, knocked away, retrieves. In time to Shelton. And the Sonics have built now a 3-point lead, 72-69, 8 minutes and 54 seconds. The championship at stake. Knocked away from Hayes. Run down by CJ. Charles Johnson makes it a one-point game. Here we go again. Game 4 was beautiful down the stretch, and this one is shaping up the same way. Dennis Johnson across the timeline now. Sends it to John, then lob into Sigma. Unseld, pawing, scratching, clawing, and Sigma hits 2. He didn't even hit the net with that shot. 74-71 now. 8 minutes and 24 seconds up on the clock. Mata calls the play for the Bullets. Dandridge goes in underneath. Charles Johnson regains control. Back to West. Quickly now to Ballard. Ballard maneuvers, goes to the glass, and it'll come out. Sigma with another rebound. Control. Wilkins wanted the backcourt foul as Jack had possession. 74-71. Sonics lead. 16 rebounds for Jack Sigma in this game. DJ backs in on Dandridge. Spins to the baseline. Out there, yanked away by Ballard. Here comes Dandridge. A foot race with DJ. Sigma switches over. Inside to Ballard. Blocked, and it'll be goaltending. Put it up there. 74-73 on the goaltending.
That was a good call, an obvious goaltending. You take a look at it again. Dandridge drops it into Ballard. He's got a block there from Unseld. Doesn't realize it. Puts it up. And then Shelton came around Unseld and blocked the ball off the glass, but pinned it. So it's goaltending, 2 points for Ballard.
7 minutes and 35 seconds now left in game 5 in regulation time. Downtown, 2 more. Put them up for Freddie.
They're playing with confidence, and the Bullets do not have confidence right now. That's the difference. Seattle has got they could feel that championship was very close. They're after it.
Bullets trying to ease back to within 1. Ballard from the perimeter. And Dandridge is alone, and as he came up, he was fouled underneath. He'll come at the free throw line.
Shelton knew he committed a foul. Bobby made a very good fake. You see him get the rebound. Little pump right there. Draws the men up in the air. When you leave your feet, you're in big trouble in this league.
Dandridge has shot 84% from the free throw line throughout this championship series. These are critical now. 7:07, and the Bullets down by 3.
And Brent, it's the missed free throws that are hurting them right now. If they had made their free throws in the 3rd quarter, and here's another miss right here, they'd be ahead in this ball game.
They are 0 for 5 free throwing this half. They get 1 of 6. And it's a 2-point game. 76-74. 7 minutes and 7 seconds. John Johnson. Ballard assigned to him. Inside backdoor to Dennis. Turns on Dandridge and puts down 2 more. Dennis Johnson has played an unbelievable series. 16 points now for DJ.
Look at a tough shot. You'll see Alvin Hayes come over and try to help Dandridge. Watch the E go up. And yet DJ put it over to 2 players and banked it in.
6 minutes and 40 seconds. And if the Sonics can hold on and win it, they'll have their first NBA World Championship. Send it back now to Charles Johnson. CJ maneuvers, dishes off now. Dandridge, high arch. Shelton to the rebound. All elbows as it comes out, getting breathing room. Now it's Dennis. Lead up to John Johnson. CJ taking him downtown, put it in, and he was fouled. Freddie will come up to the free throw line.
Foul on Alvin Hayes on that play. You go all the way back to the defensive intimidation that Seattle pulled on Dandridge when he tried to take that shot. It was that close. He put it up too high, missed it, and then we get a basket from Brown.
And Freddie is 7 of 10 now off Lenny Wilkins' bench. It has been one packed house after another throughout the NBA playoffs, and next year we can expect more of the same. Magic Johnson checking in with the Los Angeles Lakers. That team has undergone a change in ownership, subject of course to approval by the NBA Board of Governors. Dr. Jerry Buss will take over the Lakers. He will also buy from Jack Kent Cooke the Los Angeles Kings hockey team and the Los Angeles Forum. Joe Heisler, an old friend and a former co-worker at CBS, will be one of Buss's right-hand men. He will help run the Forum operation. Missed free throw by Freddie Brown now. And in this half, the Bullets have scored but 23 points. It is 80-74. Sonics close in on a championship. 6 minutes. Foul called before the shot. No basket. Hayes wanted the continuation on that shot.
You know, Dandridge drops this ball in when he had the opening on this pass. And there's Hayes with the ball and Shelton behind him. They called a foul before he turned and did this.
Paul Mihalik said the foul occurred on the pass. That's why he didn't allow the continuation rule.
4 fouls on Shelton. Larry Wright, 32, sends it into Dandridge. Dennis Johnson taking him. Mr. Clutch sends it now to Wright, who's open. Out, and Sigma was still another rebound. The Sonics have out-rebounded the world champions, 43-32. Sigma has out-rebounded Unseld, 17-3 in this game. Shelton is alone, yanked off by Dandridge now. Dandridge comes across the timeline. DJ sticks with him. They go one-on-one. Dandridge to the shot in the glass. Sigma take it away, and it's on the end line. Bullets ball. He, in fact, look at it.
DJ grabbed it. He grabbed it. He's sitting down out of bounds. He knew it. He said to the referee, all right, here's Dandridge trying to outmove her, DJ. And when the ball is knocked away, Dandridge picks it up, then starts to make a move, and DJ knocked it away from him, grabbed the ball, and he was out of bounds. He's everywhere, Rick.
Well, that's right. He knew he was there, but he said, heck, if I can grab the ball and stop Bobby, why not?
Sent to Elvin, knocked away by Shelton, and here's Freddie Brown. Lead to John Johnson, who broke free. Knocked away by Wright. Marvelous defensive play by Larry Wright, who came back with John Johnson at the 5-minute mark. It's 80-74 now. Dandridge comes over to the left. Dennis jumps out and Ballard's the open man. They hit it beautiful pass. It's 80-76 now.
What a big play that time by Wright.
Right,
boy, that might be the one to turn it around for him.
John Johnson had broken free, was all alone, and Wright kept hustling, scrambling. Now it's John Johnson. Sigma in low. Jack wants to turn on Unseld. West is there. It's one-on-one. Clear out. Put down to the blonde blonde from Illinois Wesleyan. 82-76 now. 4:34. Double team the ball. Goes over to Wright. Right on the dribble now. Brown taking him from behind his back. Comes around. Freddie doesn't buy the fake. Goes back to Dandridge. Quickly to E. Elvin wants Shelton. Shelton fouled him.
As I talked about earlier, Brett, in the papers today, where Johnny Johnson was talking about Sigma's great shooting and clutch situation. Here's that block earlier. Johnson went in, and CJ knocked it away, or Wright rather, and then Ballard picked it up, and that saved 2 points and gave the Bullets 2 at the other end.
5 on Shelton. He goes out, and Paul Silas, he comes back in. He will play with 5 at the 4-minute and 21-second mark. It's 82-76, and the Big E at that free throw line. You've seen him do that before.
And the free throws again, we pointed out.
In the first half, they made 9 out of 11.
It's been disastrous right now.
Hayes has a terrible string of fourth periods working in this championship for Dick Motta. No points yet here in the fourth period. There is his first point. And Lenny Wilkins will go immediately to the timeout. And what they're shooting for right now is that NBA World Championship trophy. They are 4 minutes and 21 seconds away from achieving that goal. We'll be right back. The Rainbow Man has this Landover, Maryland crowd in a frenzy right now. 4 minutes and 21 seconds to go. I'm Brent Musburger with Hot Rod Hundley and Rick Barry. It's 82-77. Sonics lead the Bullets, and if they win, they'll be world champions. Hayes and Dandridge only a point apiece here in the fourth period against the Sonics. Unseld knocked it away from Sigma, goes out of bounds. Sonics keep possession with 5 seconds. 5 seconds up there on that shot clock. 4 minutes and 3 seconds for the game. Dennis Johnson shot is off and Ballard rebound. 82-77 now. Larry Wright to the left side, dribble for the Bullets. Gus Williams will soon check back in for Wilkins. Here's Dandridge. Elvin will take it low, turn on, Sigma misses. Loose, run down by Dennis Johnson. On the dribble, he got past Wright. Dandridge comes with him. Dennis comes in with a field goal, and he's fouled. Score it for DJ Dennis Johnson out of Pepperdine.
Here's Dennis Johnson. What a great crossover dribble. He just has Larry Wright falling down. Bobby D chasing him. He sees it's a hopeless situation. When he bent over there, he made contact. That's the foul.
Right at the start of it, as you look at it again from another angle, good move by DJ, protected the ball well. Elvin Hayes had an easy shot. It looked like he was trying to guide the ball instead of releasing it properly, and he missed it. That set up the Seattle basket.
5 fouls on Dandridge. And this is the biggest Sonic lead, 85-77. They can ice down the champagne as they close in. Right, Hayes cleans up. Not yet, says the Big E. 85 now to 79. Uneasy rests the crown. Wright jumps in on Williams. Foul against the Bullet guard in the backcourt.
So you're in the penalty. That'll be 3 to make 2 on the backcourt foul. That'll send Gus to the line.
3 minutes and 25 seconds for the game, and Sport Magazine will be taking his Most Valuable Player award soon. We'll be participating. We'll have the winner at the end of the game if the Sonics hold on. 3 minutes and 25 seconds can be an eternity in professional basketball. 87-79. Dandridge tosses it back now to Wright. Hayes with Sigma working on him, and Elvin moving to the glass that time. It's a 6-point Seattle lead.
It's going to be a tough decision to get an MVP out of this one.
John Johnson down to Sigma. Inside now to JJ.
Call a foul on Elvin Hayes before the shot, Brent. So JJ in a penalty will get the line, and again these fouls is a big difference.
Smart player, Rod. The double team. Somebody leaves their man, and JJ said, hey, I'm open, so I go to the hoop. And there he goes, gets the foul against E. That's just good, sound, fundamental basketball.
Five fouls on Hayes.
Both clubs are in that penalty situation now. Even though there's only 4 on Seattle, the next foul will put Washington at the line in the penalty. 2:52 left in the game.
And Wright comes to the attack now for the Bullets. Pull-up jump shot for the right corner is on the money. 88-83. 5-point lead. 2 minutes and 42 seconds now.
It's time for the Bullets to play the best defense of the season if they expect to get back into this series.
JJ, jumper outside, yanked down by Hayes. Hayes is off to Dandridge. It's a 5-point lead by the Sonics. Dandridge comes in, drew the foul as he came through the middle that time. Dennis Johnson, as Bobby Dandridge comes up now. Both teams are in the penalty. He was in the act of shooting, so they have 3 to make those 2, and they are so critical.
He made a good move as he came across the lane wanting the shot. DJ had timed it, but Bobby hesitated in the air just at one moment that gave Dennis the move into him with the body and the arm to get the foul. So Dandridge 3 to make 2.
Here it is, fouls on Johnson.
Right there, he hesitated, and then he put it up actually on his way down to force the contact and get the foul.
88-85. 3-point lead. 2 minutes and 13 seconds now. Crowd on its feet. Sigma had it knocked away and out of bounds. Unseld was behind him. Bobby Dandridge had dropped back as the 2-minute warning now is announced to both teams. 88-85 Seattle. Williams and Elvin Hayes directing traffic, and Gus puts him at 90-85. It's a 5-point Sonic lead. A minute 50 now to go. Wright sends it back. Elvin Hayes from the perimeter. Yanked down by Ballard, who comes up with a reverse layup. A big play by young Greg Ballard. 90-87, a minute 42.
That was just brute strength when he grabbed that rebound and then reversed it. Look again. He yanks it down, fakes Sigma, goes underneath, and puts it back with a spin off the glass.
135. Sigma fouled by Dandridge, who had backed into him, fronting big Jack Sigma.
That's 6 on Bobby.
So Dandridge fouls out of the game at the 129 mark, putting even more off offensive pressure on Elvin Hayes. Dandridge leaves with 21 points. And Sigma at the free throw line for Lenny Wilkens and the Sonics. Look at the long season etched in that young face. We'll go back to it with at the free throw line as Phil Chenier is checked in. Here's Sigma at the line.
He's had an incredible series, Brett. Super rebounder, great competitor.
Missed the free throw. There it is. 23-year-old Jack Sigma with 17 rebounds. Leading rebounder in this series against the likes of Unseld, Hayes. And he hit a big one. 91-87. Timeout. Mata and the Bullets. They trail it now by 4.
You'd think Lenny was behind instead of having the lead. Boy, he's done a great job with his club. It's been quite a series. Timeout.
Dancing Harry, meet the Rainbow Man.
Mardi Gras in Washington.
But it will end quickly if the Bullets don't come back. A minute 29 to go. The Sonics eye the title. It's a 2-point game. Larry Wright, 91-89 on that jump shot from the perimeter. Gus Williams slowly comes up.
They want to get fouls. The man to foul would be Paul Salas. He's not a good free throw shooter. You don't want to foul these guards because they can hit in pressure situations.
Williams comes around right to the floor. It's a 4-point Sonic lead on that field goal by Gus Williams. 21 points by Williams. Mata to the timeout. And Mata with a few choice words for Jake O'Donnell on this play.
Watch it. Go right into right. Down to go right. Gus with unbelievable body control. Leans in softly with the right hand. Got a big basket. Timeout. 1:08 left. Sonics by 4.
Canucks and John Tate Saturday afternoon on the CBS Sports Spectacular. And also the Mixed Pairs Gymnastics Championship. Here we've got a minute and 8 to go. And there is the champagne inside the Seattle locker room as they close in on a world championship in Landover. Wright goes back to Unseld. West pulls the Bullets to within 2. 93-91 and still a minute 2 to go. Pressure now against the Sonics. We come down inside of a minute. Here's Gus Williams, who went one-on-one.
They got to help everybody now. They know they're going to go to these guards. Gus hit a big shot a moment ago. They got to help. Double up.
Barney Bickerstaff is out on the floor. Williams dishes the side. It's Dennis Johnson. Dennis, it's a 4-point lead.
Just what I was talking about. Those two guards are the men you've got to stop in that situation.
9:39 seconds. And the foul called as they came back down. Gus Williams assessed the personal.
We're in the penalty both ways, so Larry Wright with big free throws. 1 plus the penalty. Lenny Wilkens.
First field.
38 seconds on the clock. They're coming over to take a look. Jake O'Donnell. The coaches are both there. Lenny
The
Wilkens.
reason why was that the big scoreboard did not reflect 95. It stayed at 93 on Dennis Johnson's basket. Lenny Wilkens saw it when they came down. That's why the game was stopped. They went over to the scorer's table, and it is 95-91 on the big board with 38 seconds, and now it's 95-92.
Here's the man that hit the big free throws in game 1 that won it for the Bullets after the game was over, Larry Wright, and he hits the front end.
38 seconds, so the Sonics cannot run out the clock. If Wright hits this one, there'll be big lean-in by the big man if he misses. It's a 2-point game, 38 seconds now, 95-93. Williams and Dennis Johnson exchange signals. Here comes Gus now doing it up. He comes across the timeline. We're down inside of 30 seconds. Can you believe how this series has wound up? Dennis Johnson lobs it off now to Sigma. Sigma turns on West. West is there. Double team. Send it back to Dennis. 7 on the shot clock. Short. Unseld. Loose. John Johnson. They can run it out. 15 seconds. 15 seconds and they foul Gus Williams. It was up for grabs right there.
Unseld misjudged it, and the ball went right back to the Seattle Supersonics, and they smartly made a foul. Mata on the bench. Boy, what a play. Here it is. There's the rebound. Fumbled away. Was squirted right over the head of Elvin Hayes and picked off by Johnny Johnson. In out to Gus, and Larry Wright grabbed him. Gus at the line.
Gus Williams, the Sonics leading by 2, and now it's 3 in 12 seconds, and now you can feel it.
That's the big one. All they got to do now on defense is put their hands in their pockets, give them a basket, but just drop it back down in the middle defensively, make them shoot outside, and do not commit a foul.
That's a 4-point lead in 12 seconds, and the Bullets will quickly huddle up around Dick Motta now. They'll get down and fire quickly and try to pressure the inbounds pass. Meanwhile, the Sonics congratulating themselves over there in the corner. And I imagine folks all throughout the state of Washington and in Seattle, down to the great Northwest now, are reaching for the champagne, Hot Rod.
No question about that, Brent. They richly deserved it when you could come away from home and win, and they've done it. They're a great basketball club, and take nothing away from the Bullets. They're the defending world champions, but they have not shot well throughout this series, and that's been their downfall. And now to take a look at their strategy, as you mentioned, they want to get a quick basket, obviously. And hopefully they could get it down low. Perhaps to Hayes, he can get a field goal. And then pressure defense. They cannot pick them up in midcourt. They got to get them all over the court and gamble for a steal.
And of course, we will be inside that Sonic locker room if they capture this championship. And there's nothing quite like the first one. And if Seattle can do it, they will become only the second team in the last 20 years to win the title after losing in the final round the previous year. Since 1960, only the 1973 New York Knicks were able to rebound from a final round loss to win the championship the following season. 12 seconds, all now that separates Seattle from its goal. Gus Williams and John Johnson smiling as they come out of that huddle. The crowd, 19,000 still here in the Capitol Center, still urging the Bullets on.
All right, they'll have Unseld take it out. They'll probably try to lob it down low. If not, then the guards will scissor off Chenier and Wright and probably get a jump shot out front. But the important thing for Seattle is do not commit a foul here, especially in the active shooting. You've got the lead, you've got the time. 12 seconds. Here we go.
Unseld to inbound. Start the countdown. Ballard off with the shot. Sonics control from the corner.
They don't even have to come in.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the celebration begin in Seattle. It is over. The Seattle Supersonics have won the NBA World Championship Series in 5 games, beating the Washington Bullets 97-93. But listen to the crowd in Landover. Listen to this display of sportsmanship.
They're actually applauding everyone. Not a boo in this. Really applauding the play of both Seattle and the Bullets. You got to appreciate that Seattle play. They deserved it. They played great basketball.
The opera has come to an end. The fat lady came down with laryngitis on a Friday night. She was struggling hard.
I believe she's fickle.
A very fickle fat lady. Inside that jubilant locker room, we'll be going in there, of course, to talk to the players. We will also make the announcement right now that that car is going to go to Dennis Johnson. He's been voted the most valuable player here as the Seattle Supersonics have won the NBA World Championship, and we'll be